Hey, what is up, YouTube? So, today, it's about probably 7:30 right now. I never get up this early, especially to go run. But I had to take this one out right here. Look at, hey, hey! She's so complicated, occupied right now with everything going on. But, so I did a morning run today. Not normal as I normally do. I'm not a big cardio person, but kind of wanted to challenge myself. So we're out here, doing a little hike in the back of the hills, going uphill, a lot of stuff like that. So, this video is all about breaking through plateaus. So for me, this is trying something different to kind of break through plateaus. Going on a morning run isn't typically my thing, it's not part of my routine, but I feel pretty good right now. Getting up before 8 or 9 o'clock, my God, it's a pretty good feeling because no one else is up. So I like that, but let's get this video going.
Cause I am the hunter.
Alright guys, so let's get this video started. I'm here to talk about plateaus, getting over that hump of struggling to get in the gym, to find that motivation to get through workouts. Maybe you're just not having that kind of energy. Maybe you can't find that balance of like feeling good, but getting that looking good. So we're going to talk about a couple of things here. I did this I've been struggling for about a plateau for probably about a month now. And I've tried a couple of different things, different pre-workouts, different locations. So we're going to talk about a couple of different things. I actually have something really cool. I reached out to my Instagram followers, and you guys know Evan, he was in my last Follow Your Vision video. He actually went and recorded a video to go over some of the things that helped him out with getting over plateaus and getting over that hump up of like working out and like trying to get past just like those like flat workouts. Everyone goes through them. It happens to everybody. So here's Evan. He's going to tell you guys a little bit about what he does and how it could benefit him to get it back to a normal, healthy workout routine.
Yeah, yo, what up, guys? So shout out to John Sanchez. I absolutely love this kid. I think he's a good guy. I think what he's got going on in the fitness industry is he's gonna make strides. As far as his YouTube channel, just his transformation overall is ridiculous. It's amazing. He reached out to me recently. Well, he reached out to a good portion of his Instagram. I happened to get back to him, and he reached out to me another time and was looking for advice as far as how to get back on track or how to get over that plateau that we all seem, it's like infamous, like we're all going to run into a plateau. We just have to make sure that we have the devices to be able to overcome that plateau. Whether those devices are, physically, whether you have like a gym partner or somebody that can be like a method of accountability, or it's spiritual guidance, whether that's reading your word or praying, or just even managing your meals, changing your meals up, switching it up to where it's not as not so much consistent, but just to where it doesn't get old, because it will start to get old. Eating chicken and rice all the time will get old after a while. So as far as the advice that he's looking out for, some of those what I mentioned, those are just kind of general. What I do for myself is when I feel myself plateauing, I take a day or two off. I relax. I make sure that I'm not like physically exerting myself too much. Really letting my mind relax, letting my body relax, and overall, so when I go back, I'm rejuvenated. And I don't mean to, like, when you take these days off to start drinking or partying or anything like that, like, truly relax. Like, don't do, it sounds terrible, but don't do anything. Like, I study, I read, I'll go on a walk or something, or, like, something that's not as exerting as lifting weights or working. So I'm trying to make sure I get some days off. As far as, and another one that I like to do is I read a lot. I read my Bible a lot and I pray. I think faith is important in this journey because it's hard to visualize what you'll look like in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or even a year. And so it's important that we have faith, not only as our physique goals, but in our life goals, whether it's how success is going to come to us. We have to make sure we are faithful, that we are going to endure the battle to get to the successful area. So that's just one thing. I like to pray, and other than that, man, I would really try to switch up my meals. Like, that's what I do big time. If I'm not in a competition prep, I'm pretty strict. But other than that, like when I'm just freelance and I'm just really working towards a goal, I'll have probably my 5 meals or 5 to 6. I'll have my 6 meals in a day, and I'll try to make sure that at least one of those, if I'm lifting on a heavy day, whether that's like upper chest or my legs or my shoulders, I like to make sure I add a cheat meal in there. And also with like just add variety to what you're doing, because it can get a little lackluster and a little boring. So you want to make sure that you don't run into that. So with that, man, I wish you all the best. I wish everybody all the best. If you guys watch this video that John posts, or if I make it into the repost, maybe you guys can use some of my advice, hopefully. I know I'm not the most intuitive lifter there is. I know there's other guys out there that probably have similar advice or completely different advice. But that's just something that works for me. So if it works for you guys, that's amazing. Good luck to you guys in your fitness journey. And John, it's always a pleasure, bud. Hope to see you soon, and I hope this helps you out, man. All right, peace out.
All right, Evan, thank you so much for that. It's always a pleasure having you on my videos. It's always chatting up with you. One of the best dudes I know, Evan Goodson, guys out there. Check him out. He's awesome. So I kind of want to go over a couple of the things that he was talking about and how I've used some of them and how maybe I haven't used some of them and I might try it. So he kind of talked about taking rest and letting your body just recover. Some people just go in the gym day in and day out, give their body no time to recover, no time to get any rest or anything like that. So maybe your body's just trying to tell you like, hey, like I need a break, I need to rest. I've had that happen to me before. So what I do usually is, if my body just feels really tired and really weak when I'm working out, it's telling me, hey, you need to take a break, you need to cool it, slow down the workouts. So for some people, that's a lot harder to do. Some people just feel like they have to be in the gym every day. They have to be hitting it every day, or they feel like they're going to lose progress, or they're going to gain weight, or they're going to get fat. So, guys, listen to your body. I was one of those people where I didn't like to take days off. I didn't. I felt like I was going to lose momentum. I was going to lose progress. But really, your body's trying to tell you something to where you do need to take that recovery. And I like how Evan included saying that, like, true rest. So going out and saying, oh, I'm going to go out and take 2 days off the gym, but then going out and drinking or doing a whole bunch of stuff that you shouldn't be doing isn't true rest. Your body's going to feel that, and so it's going to slow down the process of recovery. Drinking, I've learned, especially during this kind of plateau for me, has been one of my Achilles heels. So I really did like that he included that, saying taking true rest, because it is important to do. The second thing he was talking about was diet. So I think diet is so crucial to get past this, because I've changed up my diet this past couple weeks, and I've seen the improvement of eating a little bit cleaner and leaner, so I think that does help. Another thing that I like to include in this, on top of what Evan was saying, is like kind of just mixing up and adding up a variety, is use carb cycling. So for me, I actually like carb cycling, because what I do is I use it for my leg days and on chest days, because those are the days I'm going to be working the hardest, so I won't even want the most energy, I want the most bang for my buck. So going really high on carbs on those days, and then maybe going a little bit lower on days like arms and back and shoulders, where my bodies are a little bit stronger. So I like doing stuff like that, which I think is really crucial, because you can't be on the same diet, you can't expect the same thing if you keep doing the same thing. And then the last thing he talked about, which is something that is really different for me, because I'm not really a big faith person. Like, I have my belief in God, but it's not a real big part of my life. But I find it really cool that he brought it up, is how reading the Bible and just having that prayer in your life and having that faith in it, I think that's really cool, because I feel like a lot of people can use that. Anything that's positive, that's going to bring you hope and drive to motivate you to go and be a better person, I'm all about. So maybe that's something for you guys that you guys can tap into if you are a religious person. Maybe using that as your inspiration, your motivation to go and improve and get your workouts better. I think it's a great idea. So I just want to say thank you to Evan. It's always a pleasure having him in the videos and just having his insight, having his knowledge, because he's such a great dude and he's experienced so much, so I do value it. So again, thank you again, Evan. And let's keep on going with the video. I have a couple more things I want to talk about. Alright, so one of the ideas I got from one of the followers I had was changing up the gym that I went to, maybe changing up where I work out and getting kind of a different environment, a different atmosphere from where I'm normally at. And so I did try that. I went to 3 different gyms in the past 2 or 3 weeks, and it has helped, actually. I think the biggest thing that I actually like about it is seeing the new faces, different people, different body types, different styles of training. No offense to anyone that work at my home gym, but just like when you see the same people or the same type of like workouts, and you don't see really anything change, it kind of weighs in on you, and you're just like, I'm tired of being where I'm at. So I can say it's no disrespect to anyone at my home gym. Like I said, it's just, I've been there for like 3 years. So it's like when you see the same stuff, the same machines, the same people, it gets old. So I went to a couple of different gyms, and I really did like the atmosphere, the different environment. I had good workouts on all 3 times I did that. So it's definitely something I'm going to be incorporating. I did come up with the idea that for once a week, typically on Sundays, I want to go to a different gym, whether it be close by or far away, and just get a different workout anywhere. And I hopefully can get that done. But yeah, that's something that I think really did help. Is kind of give a different atmosphere, a change up. It's always nice to do. The second thing that I actually heard, and this is actually really cool to me, was because I've done this before, is writing out your workouts and recording them, and kind of just seeing where you can improve on that and where you're at. So this is something I did because it helped me keep my personal workout strong. Was writing out my workouts before I would do them, and kind of checklisting them off to where like I was okay, I did this, I got this done, I got that done, and then making sure everything got done that I was supposed to do, and kind of half-assing or cheating and saying, oh, I could have did that, but you know what, I don't feel like doing it. Once you kind of have that mentality like where you like, I had to get this done, it kind of gives you that little bit of a boost to go and finish it. But also recording and seeing how much you did and what you can improve on, I think is really crucial. So I think that's actually really cool. I kind of like that just because it's always kind of testing to see where you're at, what you can improve on, and what you can do better. So those are 2 of the things that I took from my followers that I liked, that I think did benefit me. So if you do need to get like a new environment, it's always good to get out of a new environment, kind of get out of your comfort zone, or just start recording yourself, tracking where you're at, setting up new goals, or trying to beat yourself from what previous things you've done. I think those are both crucial things to kind of getting past the plateau and kind of challenging yourself. Guys, so this next thing I'm going to go over, for any of my friends or people close to me that know me, kind of a lone wolf when I work out. I really don't like working out with other people. I can like train people and do stuff like that, but like when I'm in my workout, like I want to get things done right away. I like keeping a good pace throughout the workout. So for me, I always like working out with myself. So I decided that I was kind of incorporate bringing in people and training with other people when working out. So I do recommend it. Here's a reason why I like training with partners, because you kind of have a reason not to half-ass or kind of like, I don't want to say show off. You don't want to be the guy that's slowing down the workout. You don't want to be the person that's bringing down the energy of the workout. So you kind of always want to have that competition of like, I'm going to do this or I'm going to match them on that. So that's what I like about it. It keeps me competitive. Funny story is I've worked out with Matt a lot, and he's probably one of my favorite training partners, because with me and him, it's kind of like we don't try to outdo each other like just because we want to fucking be better than each other, but just like when we work out, it's like, okay, you want to go up on weight? All right, let's go up on weight. Fuck it. And I love that attitude, because just like normally when you're by yourself, you kind of skeptical to do that because you're like, oh well, if I can't get the weight up, then I have no one here with me, or it's like, well, if I don't do it, it's not that big of a deal. But kind of when you have like someone there that you respect, that you want to show that like you can like push up that weight, or like just that extra motivation, it's always nice to have. And that's what I like about working out with Matt, is because we always try to push each other or kind of get past our limits, our comfort zones than we normally would do. So I would highly recommend that, because it's a different feel. It's a challenge for me. So I normally do like working out with myself, but I do find it really cool to work out with people, because you kind of always push yourself a little bit harder. And honestly, you always learn. I always learn. Anytime I work out with Matt, even with Zach, or even girls, honestly, girls that have some of the craziest stuff that can teach you. Like, it's always good to just gain some knowledge. You never know what you're going to learn, or something that might change your whole perspective on working out, or just might be a little thing that helps you out. So I would recommend that. The last thing I want to talk about, and kind of how I introduced the video, was getting out of your comfort zone and doing things that you normally wouldn't do. So at the beginning of the video, I started out with my 7 a.m. hike that I went on in the morning. I'm not a cardio person at all. I hate cardio. I can do Stairmaster. I can, well no, I'm not gonna lie, I can't do treadmill that long. But I can go on a bike. But me and cardio don't get along. So I kind of challenged myself this week, and I got up at, I think, 6:30. Took my dog on a run. It was all uphill, and you know, like I normally, first of all, I love my sleep, so getting up at 6:30, that was already bad enough. But then having to run was just like, all right, a little too much for me. But you know, it felt good. I felt good energy throughout the day, and it just felt good to kind of get up early in the morning, and it felt good to take my dog out on a run too. She was so happy and had so much fun, so that was a cool part about it too. But just getting out of your comfort zone and doing things that like you just know that you normally wouldn't do. For some people, it is getting in the gym and doing bodybuilding stuff. For others, it's doing like calisthenics and body control stuff, doing core, abs, doing like CrossFit training. But for some people, it's just doing cardio or just conditioning, maybe playing a sport. Get out of your comfort zone a little bit and kind of push your body to that limit, to where you kind of get like that new sense of like rush. Like this is the one thing that I've been told is it's a great example, is a runner's high. And I haven't actually had a runner's high, but the only time I've felt actually good when doing cardio, and this takes me back all the way back to football, when I was doing gassers across the football field, and we'd do 8 or 9, 10 at a time with like a 30-second rest, and your body gets to that point to where it's like you don't know if you can go anymore, but you just keep on pushing yourself and pushing yourself, and it's kind of like a sense of like a high, like you're just like, how much further can I really go? Till your body gives out. And when your body doesn't give out and you get past that last one and you're just like, you get that feeling where you just want to fall down. I love that feeling. That's one of my favorite feelings I've ever had, and I'm still looking to get that feeling back. I want to push myself to that level to where my body feels like that. And it sounds weird, but it's one of the best feelings I've ever had. So I think getting out of your comfort zone is a really important thing to breaking through that plateau. Just trying something new or something different to kind of just break it. You have to literally, I say, you have to break that plateau. You just have to get past it and want to move forward. So I think that's one of the really important things to do. Alright guys, so I really hope this video helped you guys out. Like I said, I had really fun doing this because I got to interact with a few people, get different opinions on stuff that worked with other people. It wasn't just based off of what I thought or what other people or what things I did. It was based off of what people told me that they've done in the past that I've tried. So that was the fun part for me, was like kind of getting to interact with people and get their opinions and trying different things and exposing myself to things I normally wouldn't do. So again, I hope this does help you guys. I still kind of struggling a little bit with the plateau, but it's gotten better. My workouts have been a lot more better. Like I said, working out with people, going to different gyms, I have seen a difference in not having those kind of flat workouts. So hopefully, if anyone is going through a freaking plateau like me, then this helps you, gets you an idea, maybe pushes you to kind of get back into the gym, or just some kind of thing, something, maybe going back and playing that sport, or going out on a morning run, something like that. Whatever you guys are doing, whatever is positive, whatever you're trying to do to get better, do it, guys. Alright, later.